Dgenz Crypto Daily, episode 28, coming right up.
Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz Crypto Daily. That's right. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Let's go. Dgenz Crypto Daily. News in the code. Riding on the blockchain. Heavy with the load. Lambo dreams are dying. Rugs are in the air. Chart gave us a meaning to the trading everywhere. Real Bitcoin's on the moon. And Ether's on fire. Rollers in the storm. Lifted higher and higher. With chart in the lead. Watch the candles glow. Crypto's in the fast lane. Never gonna hit them slow. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Oh, yeah. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, that's the key. Stay up on your game now. Trading is wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Fellow to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily, crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Velo to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds. Digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free.
Yes, I do. I have you wild and free. Good morning, and good morning, everyone, to Dgenz Crypto Daily, episode 28. How y'all doing? It is Thursday, post FOMC day. How's everyone feeling about the 50 BPS decrease? Crypto seems to like it. I mean, that's the story, right? We'll get into it. Again, thank you again for joining me for episode 28. If you're new to the stream, please give me a follow so you can stay up to date on all crypto related news and tokens and deep dives. We do everything. As well, give our sister account a follow. It's Dgenz NFT. We have an amazing community that tries to weather the crypto storm every single day. In fact, we have a lot of things in there, including calls that we make, perpetual or regular spot trading calls. And because of that, we partner with Lofin. They allow us to get 10% off on all our trades. And they're an up and coming exchange. They have all kinds of crypto. If you take a look, I mean, they have Bitcoin, obviously, and ETH. They have all the memes, like all of them. All in perpetuals too, because then we can short them. RWAs. I mean, we have so many RWAs. We went into this last time, right? I can even show you our Discord as well. We post profit all the time. Oh, whenever they load, there we go. I mean, if you guys want to ride with us, we have lots of calls, and you can make money and save money at the same time. Last thing before we get started, if you want to participate in the stream, all you got to do is get into the chat, say what's up, or just comments and see if I can find some interesting. Maybe we have a very interesting question we can debate. So yeah, let's get started with the news. Let's see what's going on with the news today. So we knew about the Fed rate cut. I think it was actually a surprise to a lot of people that are kind of like digesting the market every single day. A lot of the analysts, including banks, have expected a 0.25 cut. I believe only JP Morgan was expecting a 0.5 cut. That tells me something interesting. One, that the US market is actually way worse than expected. And two, I'm interested to see how the traditional finance reacts today. We're about 4 minutes away from the opening bell. And so I want to know how the market reacts. Currently, we know the crypto markets reacted really positively, right? In fact, I think we're super bullish when I look at a Bitcoin chart right now. But that could be also negated depending on how everything reacts in the traditional markets. So if we take a look at Bitcoin right now, it's super, super bullish. If the markets do not react negatively today, we expect, actually, if not this week, next week for sure we'll be in the 70 range. We talk about this stuff all the time. If you're new to the stream, I'll go over it. If you are not, you know that I always talk about these pinches, right? These MACD pinches just happens here for the bears. We need the same thing happening for the bulls. Okay, so we want something like this. And a lot of times when we see something like this, traders trying to front run to get ahead of the trade. You know, we see this momentum, bearish momentum, getting smaller, smaller, smaller. We want it something like this, where it gets into the positive territory. So we are on this side, right? When it comes to this weekly candle, you know, one of the things I talked about last week was this rejection here proved to be somewhat bearish. We really wanted to close above that line. But this week, obviously, we've done exactly that. We went over that line. Now, we could get up to maybe here, right? That will be the first level of resistance, I think. So that's about 68,000. There's a chance of that happening this week. So we go up to here, right? Touch it and maybe come back down a little bit. Close just maybe at 65. Or, you know, very bullishly, we jump the gun and go straight to the top at 72. Right? If we get to 72, then there's a chance we need to get some retraction. So maybe the week before the official bull run that I called on September 29th, we might get some retraction and then off we go. And then we're into the bull run. I really think so. Because you can see like the reaction we had today and yesterday with altcoins, right? Like a lot of them are up a lot. Well, I should say a lot of them. The good ones are. But I'll go over the dominance, right? Because it's important to note where it is. We talked about this yesterday, right? There's two levels of resistances. There's this level here that I marked down about closer to 60, between 59 and 60%. And then there's this 365 EMA at 58.7. Okay, so if alts start to go, there's a good chance that this dominance just stops right here and then begins to fall down. If we zoom out, you know, we want this dominance to fall because that's how altcoins get their gains, right? So if we zoom out completely, just like that. Okay. We indicated before that bull runs start when there's a pushback on the dominance from Bitcoin. So we really want this action down here. Okay. And even though, you can see Bitcoin is up 2.3%, as alts start to creep up, this is going to start being pressured, and most likely we'll get some rejection. Okay. I know some people said that this next bull run could be dominated by Bitcoin. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea who the fuck wants to talk about that in that light. Altcoins will have the runs. There's usually a liquidity trickle down at some point, and we will get those runs. Let's look at tether dominance as well while we're at it. Okay, so this is what I was talking to you guys about, right? Strong resistance here at this level because it proves to be an inverted head and shoulder neckline. Okay, so we have left shoulder here, head here, and most likely we get a right shoulder around there. Again, it's all about timing, right? I think there's a chance that we do get to touchdown right here on this level. So down to here, and then we kind of bump up, creep up until probably October to finish that formation, and then we break down. Unless we really go down here and then creep up here for a little bit and then down. We need to somehow form that inverted head and shoulders, right? Because normally they have to be finished. So you would have to see the full length of this inverted head and shoulders, and then a rejection or a continuation, right? So this is kind of expected. Again, this fractal here is in this formation, right? And then it's going to drop. Rising wedges usually are just another section in a downtrend. So if you look at different sections, this is the first section, right? This will be the second section. And we're looking for the third section, most likely down there. Okay, so our bull run is going to be in here. So when we get to think around 2% to 2.5, 2.6, 2.7%, we can start to think about, okay, what is my exit strategy? Okay. If I take a look at dominance on a larger scale, a monthly scale, okay, we can easily see now how things work. So even looking at this candle right here, the one we're getting right now is super, super bearish, right? High wick on the upper end and a full body from that point on. So there's no resistance from people or let's call them bulls on this chart. So people who believe in tether or owning cash on the side are not coming around. They're not adding more cash at any point. So which means they're transferring cash into crypto. All right. So we're looking for this to fall down to here. And then we get to creep back up probably in 2026. So 25 looks to be the year, right? It would produce this head and shoulders formation, right? Okay. And again, we look for necklines. So this neckline right here is going to be contested at some point, I think. And then we'll have a rejection that will move action up here. If that makes sense, thank you for understanding. And if it doesn't, just throw a question in the chat. I'm always reading your comments, whether they're good or bad. Now we got that out of the way. There's actually a lot to talk about. First thing I'd like to talk about is the Solana phone that just came out today. Well, it didn't come out really today, but it was named today. So it was named the Seeker. And it's interesting to see the stuff they're going to attach this phone to. For example, they're going to onboard a whole bunch of people by just having a lot of applications, right? So like it's going to be a lighter phone, better camera, longer battery. At the end of the day, the battery is the key point in all of this. How many times do you want to charge your phone per day? My current phone, I'm charging it maybe once a day. Even though I don't use it as often as I used to, I still feel like you should not be charging it for more than once a day. So battery life is key in all of this, especially if this is truly a blockchain phone where it's using a lot of data all the time. So it's going to be see whether or not this will last longer than a day. Okay. Then you have this thing called a Seed Vault wallet, created in partnership with Soulflare. So it seems like they're going to try to have seamless self-custody. I'm really interested to see how that works. It's all about the user interface, right? And the user experience. And if the user is having a hard time trying to figure out how to onboard or how to drop money into the wallet, right? Whether it's fiat, whether it's crypto, then it's not good enough. It has to be seamless, has to be easy to use. It cannot have technical terms or technical steps in order to access a wallet. So I'm interested to find out whether or not this is going to be a good wallet. They're going to add a D-App store. It's going to be interesting because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of apps. I know Solana's got a million apps now. And obviously it's going to be fun to go through all of them and see what works, what doesn't. And you'll know right away which projects are going to be successful right away from their user experience. Another thing they're going to have is this Secret Genesis token. Apparently that's going to be a VIP pass to rewards and access and content in the ecosystem. It says for builders, it ensures you're connecting with real Solana OGs, making Seeker a magnet for DApps, DeFi games, and more. So let's see what that does. Obviously, there's going to be lots of apps, right? DeFi, DePIN, payments, games, NFTs, right? Anybody who's in the Solana ecosystem understands how big this ecosystem is. There's so much to do. There's so much to do. Helium Mobile is going to be offering 4 months of free coverage and network mapping for those who have the Seeker, which apparently I do. So let's see how that works. I'm going to be interested in seeing that's a better option than traditional providers. If it makes sense, I'm going to be all for it. So let's see. I'm going to really give it a go. It says here, with Seeker, you can create rewards you wish to see in the world. A Moonshot and by Dexter Screener or Dex Screener brings Seeker only optimizations, launch projects, and auto allocate to other users in a single click. Projects launch on Seeker also get boosted discoverability. Okay, we'll see how that works. Looks like you can launch a bunch of meme tokens and set up rewards and stuff like that. This is going to be interesting. AI agents. Solana was the first blockchain to integrate AI, and Seeker takes that even further. Seeker users can use real Alethea. Oh yeah, I remember that. I've actually used Alethea before. To generate tokenized AI agents, new and or familiar faces that interact on-chain with programs and the Solana community. I wonder if people are going to take on these AI agents, whether or not they're going to be useful. Maybe within their community. Gaming. I wonder if they're going to integrate gaming like I think they're going to. I really want to try Star Atlas. I think that's going to be a big game if it actually onboards a lot of users. So the phone has to be really, really robust to be able to work a big game. So let's see if that happens. Yeah, so there's a lot of things they're produced for the Seeker phone. They're celebrating this launch, and they're offering 450 founder window pricing until the end of Breakpoint. So you guys have literally 2 days to pre-order your phone. So if you're not interested in something like this, just disregard. But I've got mine. I'm looking forward to trying it out and really compare it to some of the world leaders like Samsung. The other thing I want to talk to you about really quickly is OK Bears released their apparel store, not merch, but apparel. And looks great. I really like the upside down thing. Kind of refers to Australia. But let's take a look at the shop real quick. It's probably the highest ended apparel you'll see in Web3. Right? Really quality stuff here. There are tees, just like that. Right, hoodies. I actually like that hoodie myself. Yeah, different kind of tees. The hats I'm dying for, actually. I really want a hat. I like this one. The pricing's really good too. And so for those that don't know, if you are a holder of any of those NFTs, especially if you have a certain grail, like certain badge, you get some percentage off on your purchase. So for example, I am a grail holder. I get 35% off on all my purchases. So there's lots of benefits of actually holding NFTs, especially if you love the merch, or sorry, Kaiser, you kill me. The apparel, because that's what we're in for, the apparel. The oversized hoodies, I like those as well. And the exclusive gold coin drops, real gold. Those look cool. Anyhow, amazing stuff, guys. I really appreciate you guys putting in the work. I'm going to definitely go over some of the stuff and probably order a few things. I got to utilize my 35% off. All right, let's dive into the markets. So we talked about this tether dominance. How is Total 3 doing? Okay. And it is looking exactly how I expected it to look. So this is the monthly scale. I'm going to put it back down to the daily and weekly. But monthly scale, you can see amazing candle production right here. Right off of that EMA, right? Just stopped right there and said, you know what, we're going to hold here. And it did. Okay. So the daily looks like this. All right. Like that looks really bullish. Especially because when we're looking at the MACD, we're finally crossing over to the bullish section, right? Bullish category. And then we're looking for like maybe some resistance here. So we do have a few days. I think we're going to be bullish for maybe 3 or 4 days. And then maybe the weekend is for dumping. Okay. So maybe today and tomorrow, and then Saturday, Sunday, we're dumping. So we'll probably get to the first level of resistance about here, 655 billion. Maybe we get up to here at 797. But I think a couple days we will be bullish, and then we have to profit take. Okay. Let's take a look at traditional markets really quickly because I just noticed the bell sounded, and miners are doing good. Riot is up at 279. Mara is up 4.3%. Bitfarms 5.1. Cipher 4.48. CLSK, I forget what this one is, but up 4.5%. Hut is up 4.9. Wolf is 9%, almost 10%. So it looks amazing. So that's on the Bitcoin side. Now, generally speaking, Tesla's up 4%, so that's positive. Rivian's up about 2.5%. Wheat stocks are up okay. CGC is about 3%. So things are positively reacting to the cuts. And I talked about before, we need to cut in order to spur investments, whether it's businesses investing in capital, whether it's investors investing into the markets, right? We needed cheaper money in order to invest. And so I think, a cut is necessary. Now, obviously, 0.5 was telling how the U.S. economy is truly, right? Especially since, the inflation actually has been conquered in a sense. It's down into the 2 level. Between ideal is 2.2, 2.3, right? If you want to get to 2, that's great. Anything under 2 is not that great. Anything over 3 obviously is problematic. So we're in the 2 range, and I think they're okay to cut now. They are further behind than a lot of other central banks. I know Canada has been cutting way earlier. I think they started it in May of this year. And they're going to cut again. I think they're going to cut 0.5% now, just because a lot of mortgages that have been signed off on 4 years ago are coming up on renewal next year. And so they're worried that the interest rates are going to be way higher, and it could cause a major downshift in the housing market, the real estate market. So they don't want to deflate the market. They just want to keep it level. So getting that interest rate to be about 3% is ideal, especially early parts of next year. And I think maybe this is what's happening also in the U.S. sector, where they're trying to beat the renewals. Get that rate down to a certain level before the renewals come around. So total 3 is looking amazing. The current traditional market is looking positive on these cuts. Let's look at some of our tokens that we're watching. It's the only coin that went down during this little bit of a run that we were having right now. So let's take a look at what's happening. Okay, first thing I noticed is, right, we had this bearish crossover on MACD, which causes downward momentum candle, right? It's still going through that motion, right? You want to be able to get down to the horizon as much as we can and then turn and go the other way. So we're waiting for that to happen. Okay. It sucks because we really wanted to be bullish right in this moment, but we were kind of front running the market, right? We were going up while everything was going down, if you guys remember. So we need to kind of hold ground here. We want to be able to be in this level. Okay. Because once this resets and we hold, we were going to bounce hard. We're going to go straight up. Okay. So we really want to stay above that 1.4 cents, 1.5 cents area. Okay. If we fall further than that, so if we somehow get down to here, not at the end of the world, but we have to hold above these EMAs. Okay. So that's like 1.3, 1.2. Okay. If you haven't been following Velo, fundamentally, they're as sound of a project as anything out there. Okay. There's plenty of us out there on Twitter that are posting a lot of fundamentally amazing things that is happening with Velo. So if you have any doubts about whether or not this is a good project to invest in at these levels, rest assured there's lots of good stuff happening. In fact, I think I am getting FOMO myself. Must have mentioned this a couple of times where, I'm posting something about Velo and I realize, oh my God, I don't have enough of it. So you can imagine me, who's been trying to promote Velo for over a year, I'm getting FOMO myself. So that's Velo in a nutshell. Oculus, we'll touch on Oculus right now. And I don't want to be the one telling you, but I did tell you to buy at 4.5 cents, right about here. Okay. I remember talking to you guys about that triple bottom. And so now we're in a position where if you're not buying it now, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay. I really don't know what to tell you. I talked about the possibility of this giant wave that's happening here. So this oscillating wave is going to eventually break out towards that $1. And so if you don't have enough Oculus at this level, like, what are you doing? You should be thinking about adding. Okay. I'm going to try to have Lee on our weekly stream next week. Hopefully everything is good in terms of scheduling, and we can talk about a lot of stuff, including Oval 2.0, all the new MFTs that are coming out, and what's in store for that artist marketplace. So looking forward to that chat. As soon as I get some scheduling done, we'll have everything posted for you. That's Oculus. If you're not buying, you crying later. Been also talking about layer AI. Lots of layer AI. Why? Because when we get an opportunity to buy at these levels, sometimes it's a blessing. I think with the layer AI, it is absolutely a blessing. We're looking for this level to be the bottom. We're in the bottom section of this third section on the chart. Okay, so that was an amazing opportunity to buy. And so we're looking for things like, if it does get moving again, does it stop here? Or does it stop there? I think with these kind of moves, I don't think you have a chance to sell. And the reason why I say that is because, like I mentioned this before, this run here on the left-hand side, this one right here, took up maybe a couple weeks. So we're looking at a 10x in a couple of weeks. And personally speaking, I would not be selling it anywhere here. I would just let it ride out. And what that means is there's potential of it getting up here. So we're looking at like at least a 10x from where we are, and then maybe another run up to there, which is another, I think, 100% from there. So we're looking for like incredible multiples on layer AI, especially because like this is going to be wave 3 action. So wave 3 should be up here. This is 1, 2 into 3. Okay. And so I think we're going to get that, and we're going to get like 25 cents, 30 cents. We get as much as we can for layer AI right now. Because I have a huge position in layer AI. I'm really happy with how things are going to play out. I'm just waiting for that run to happen. And when it does, we will start to scale out at certain levels. And of course, I will make sure that you guys know about it. I'm not going to scale out without you guys knowing. I touched on Say many, many times. I'm going to touch on it again. This run's going to happen. It's going to happen quickly. When this jumps over these two lines, we're going to have price action way up here really quickly. So a 3x is on the horizon. So be ready. Okay. Just looking at some comments that are posted in the stream. Where is the best place to buy Velo? I'll show you in a sec. All right, so one of the things we do is we go to CoinGecko, right? And then we go to markets. And you see there, based on volume alone, Gate, HTX, OKX, and KuCoin give you the best options. The more liquidity there is, the better, because you're not going to move the market so much, because sometimes spreads are bigger. So for example, most of these spreads, that means the difference between the sell order and the buy order, right? You want them as small as possible. Sometimes they get into like 2-3%, which is so shit. You don't want to be there. But if you were in like the 0.06% level, like Mexi's pretty good, 0.08, you're good. Okay. The depth means how much money is there to move something 2% up and 2% down. So on Gate, just to move 2% up, you need $200,000. And vice versa, if you want to move that price 2%, you need at least $300,000. So it's pretty good, right? Where like on Mexi, to move it 2%, you just need $10,000. Do you know what I mean? So best to go to Gate, and then maybe, I mean, KuCoin is not a bad option. HTX, I haven't been on. It used to be Huobi. Now it's HTX. I think it's owned by Justin Sun. But yeah, Velo is pretty much supported everywhere. We're still waiting for that Binance listing so we can actually get some liquidity, right? But I think that's happening. All right, so that's that. Let's get back to Say. So Say is going to do something like this. And yeah, like I really believe in that project. The other one that we called, I think, on Twitter, if you're following me, is Wolf. It's a meme coin on AVAX. What I normally do is I watch meme coins depending on what chain they're on. So if I see like AVAX make a move, I'm looking for memes because they will be going. So as soon as I saw AVAX was going up like 4 or 5%, I knew Land Wolf will be really, really good. So this Land Wolf is up from exactly where we put it, right? So it hit that level to a T, like right here to a T. You see that high wick right there. And so this action was predicted pretty well. You could have gone down to here, right? This level here, the lower level. But, you know, we started buying at the green. So now we're laughing, right? We've got the bottom and we're looking for resistances, right? So we got one right there. I think we're going to get to the first resistance right up of that. So about 4 zeros at 16, right? Now, in the bull run, I do expect us to challenge the all-time high. So up here, okay, which is about a 15x, I think. So, you know, to me, these memes, because I've been watching, for example, Landwar for a while, so I understand how it trades. I think these are going to get there. So maybe not 15. So we get to here. We're still happy, right? We bought the bottom. Now we just ride everything into profit. And so that's one of the ones that I'm looking at. And we're happy. It's up 23% today. Talked about Arai. That'll be Arai chain. So posed a question on Twitter. Do we get to $36? So anything in here, do we get into this section right here? And a lot of you guys said yes. And I think you're right, because you can see how well it trades. You know, it doesn't take much. It takes about a couple of months, but it gets to like a 10x level. So if we're 10xing ourselves from here, we're at $50 at least. So we can definitely get to the upper area of that. So somewhere here. Okay. And we're going to follow along on this line because it proved to be a very strong resistance. It resisted twice in 2022. And what happens is we normally have to get back there. So we didn't do it here. we didn't do this, right? So because it took a little longer, it's going to get to there eventually. So look for like the upper area of this section around 50, 52 or something like that to be a pretty decent exit. So about a 10x from where we are now. Okay. Rio has been a banger of late. You know, caught the bottom at this bottom right there, right? That was the bottom, I think, at 53 cents, almost 100% up since then. A lot of resistances on the way, right? We still have this to contend at $2, but I think once we get going again, I think we should be easy to get there, a little bit down, then continue into the new year. Okay, I don't know how far we're going to get with Rio. All depends on whether the market is going to be super bullish on it. But I think we follow these lines, right? Follow these lines up here because they were supports, turned resistances, and now we got to touch back. Okay, so I would say $4 is a good spot to start scaling out. Okay, so if you like Rio, think about those levels. So we're into the stream. We're about 44 minutes in. Do a couple more minutes. I'm going to take a look at a couple more projects. One being Jasmine. Because I'll be honest with you, I did not think it was going to hold that level. I actually thought it was going to retrace all the way back down to here, about just under 1 penny. But it held really, really well. See, when you have those EMAs, they tell you a good story. It's a good hold at 2 cents. So now, because we're completely bullish again, we're going to get down to, up to that 0.32, and then going to challenge that level as well. But I think overall, Jasmine is going to get up to at least that level, 13 cents right here. Because again, that was a support spot, and then now it's going to be a resistance. It has to be challenged. We already saw challenge that level, so this was basically it. And the second time around, it's going to break through, and then we're going to see some crazy action up to 14 cents, 13 to 14 cents. So if you're in Jasmine, you're looking great, like really, really great. And the last one I want to look at is the Mitra. I always touch on the Mitra. When you find these tokens, right, you always got to identify how they trade. And I always talk about this quick action here. You know, we can easily get that again. You know, we're looking at 53 cents as the first stop, like right there. Let me go. All right. This former support is going to turn resistance. That's at $1.18. So we're going to look at that again. Something like that. Now, if we get crazy, it's a possibility of that. The Mitra can really, really get going. And do we actually get to see like that level, which is at almost $3? There's a possibility. Look at this. You know, it's a huge runway. You know, so if you're not bullish enough, I don't know what to tell you. That's it, folks. As a reminder, we're doing another stream in about 2 hours. It's going to be our Dgenz Crypto Weekly, episode 53, with our friends at Tombstone. We're going to talk about their project, what they've been up to, what creative things they have brought to the table. I know they have so much cooking all the time. So if you're a holder or even a non-holder, you want to get into some NFT talk, please join us in about 2 hours. Everybody from Dgenz is going to be there, including Silas and Terry, Crypto Crazy. A lot of us are going to be there. So hopefully we'll see you then in a couple hours. Thanks again for tuning in to episode 28. See you tomorrow. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz
Dgenz Crypto Daily. That's right. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Let's go.
Dgenz Crypto Daily, news in the code. Riding on a blockchain, heavy with the load. Lambo dreams are dying, rugs are in the air. Chart gave us a meaning to the trading everywhere. Real Bitcoin's on the moon, and Ether's on fire. Holders in the storm, lifted higher and higher. With chart in the lead, watch the candles glow. Crypto's in the fast lane, never gonna hit them slow.
Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily, crypto, that's the key. Stay up on your game now. Trading is wild and free.
DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Fellow to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping, cause fortunes are overnight.
Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily, crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free.
DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Fellow to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping, cause fortunes are overnight.
Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds, digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily, crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free.